Forget what you heard. Yeah, boy!
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Forget What You Heard. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Luke.
And today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes, it is.
You know
Wet and hot.
Wet and hot?
Wet and hot, man.
Wet, hot summer, man.
That's what we're in. That's what we're about over here.
You ever played Monopoly?
Yes. Good game.
I ask you because today, Kyle Pitts broke the bank, baby.
Yes, he did. 4 for 36.
Yes, sir. We're on the road to greatness, man.
Yeah, worth it. Hopefully.
Tight end, highest paid rookie tight end.
Tight end University.
He's actually training there right now.
Yeah, he sure is. Yes, indeed. He's working with the best of them.
I heard they tried to compare him to like someone and they couldn't.
Yeah, they compared him to Wallace and Gromit.
I was going to do the voice, but I forgot it. Cheese and crackers, Gromit.
Yeah, he's a little Gromit on that.
Hey, man, they couldn't compare him. They said the closest thing they seen was a unicorn and a Sasquatch.
Is this true, or are you just making it up?
Ask my sources, man.
Okay.
Brian Windhorst.
I don't think so. I don't think they'll look at him that way.
They said he was a mixture of Fergie and Jesus.
No, you'll never hear Kelsey or Kittle ever say that about any one of them.
Well, they're jealous. They wouldn't say it.
Exactly. Their ego's too big. They're the best in the league. They're not going to hype up another rookie tight end.
Yeah, but he's making big moves.
Yeah. Congratulations, Kyle Pitts. Big money. Let's see it on the field. Big dog.
Greg Olson's probably simmering.
Yeah. He's upset about the contract.
Yeah, he said that, as a tight end, they basically do what the tackles do. They get paid $15 million. They basically do what the wide receivers do. They get paid $15 million. But they can barely get $7 million. Didn't
Greg Olson get a big contract from Chicago, though?
Yeah, he got $10 million a year. And then I think Chris Johnson brought it up, CJ2K.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, running backs hardly ever get $10 million, dude. And we do, we run the ball, we get hit the most, we catch the ball, we block. And we barely can stay in the league. We can barely get we're barely getting a contract out here, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna side with CJ2K out here on this.
He's speaking spiritually.
Because the running back position is a revolving door. So a lot of these, really good running backs will have 1 or 2 good years, deserve, $10 million a year, but then they'll go to free agency. They'll get, have to take 1-year deals, and then they're not as good that next year. So. You don't see big contracts a lot with running backs, unfortunately, but with tight ends, the whole tight end position is replaceable. Outside of Kelsey and Kittle and those guys, you don't need a great tight end to be a great team. Jared Cook, average tight end, but he's been on some winning teams. You just need a above average tight end. You don't really. You just need a good blocking tight end and a good receiving. If those are 2 different guys, that's fine. You don't need to pay a lot. But if you can find that in one guy, then you get your Kelsey, your Kittles. And you just don't need a great tight end to win. But you do need a good running back. You do need a good receiver. You do need good offensive line to win. So I'm going to side with CJ and say, running backs deserve more. But for him, he was saying that, offensive tackles and receivers get paid more.
Yeah, well, Greg Olson was.
Because they're more important
than a
tight end.
Yeah, but he's saying, he does both jobs.
Yeah, but you can find Ryan Griffin to go do that job. You can go,
they're
not as important to the team as a star receiver who's getting 150, 120 targets a year. The only tight end I can think of that's like that is, Kelsey. Waller gets a bunch of targets. He deserves big money because he's getting a lot of targets.
Yeah,
I understand you block and receive, but you can really just go get a great blocking tight end and throw him the ball, 50, 60 times a year if you need to.
Yeah, I think I agree with CJ2K as well. Not so much Greg Olsen. I mean, I think football players just, I think the NFLPA should find a way to get running back some kind of insurance. 'Cause that's a rough gig there, dude.
It is.
Very rough.
The toughest.
There should be like some kind of guarantee or some kind of clause or something. I'll figure it out, man.
I'm sure there is. Like after football life, I'm sure there's a lot of incentives involved.
Pension? They have pensions?
I'm sure of it.
What if you only play one season?
I'm not sure what the agreement is or the contract or what it is involved with it.
All you can eat.
But I know there is. There's got to be.
Yeah, you could probably get all you can eat granolas.
Multi-billion-dollar company, man. They're going to take care of you.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they will.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, they. Who's ever came out and said they haven't? All
those NFL players are the CTE thing, like medically.
Yeah, but there's nothing you can really. It's football.
Keep an eye on them, man. Get them some meds. Get them some good
but
doctors.
You can't stop CTE unless you get like certain helmets, which they have done. But I mean, you're getting hit in the head at almost every play. There's not really anything you can.
No, the NFL.
The NFL can't really do anything about that.
The NFL has known to be shiesty and sweep things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there is individual.
They're not. This isn't Disneyland.
But as a whole, I think they do good. You of course, you're gonna have individuals say this and that about them, but I mean, the majority of people who leave the NFL and retire and don't really have any negative things to say.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
If
it is bad, it's about a certain organization. Calvin Johnson, for example, or it's like I think the NFL as a whole does a pretty good job, like taking care of players.
I think they've gotten better, but still, it's not.
It's not ever.
It's a
no
business.
Company's ever going to be 100%.
I know.
I'm just saying, as a whole, I think
I don't even think they're like very, very good at all.
How?
They're getting better. Like maybe how.
What makes you say that they're not very good though? I need some examples.
Like, because whenever you're an NFL player, you're done at 30.
Right.
If you're lucky.
Right.
I mean, giving them furthering their education if they never got a degree. Maybe classes, maybe how to save your money, how to invest money. Maybe jobs in the NFL. All these different avenues.
They do. There's plenty. You don't think a guy who played 5 years in the NFL couldn't find a job in the NFL doing anything? Of course.
What if he didn't want to?
Exactly. That's his opinion. That's not the NFL's. If he didn't want it, then he's got to do something else.
I know, but
I'm just saying the opportunities are for sure there.
They should check up on him too.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they were checking up on Aaron Hernandez. Or the guy
Aaron Hernandez probably didn't let him check up on him. He was probably
the guy
get away from me.
There's a mass murderer.
But why is that the NFL's fault?
You just let him cut him loose, man. There you go. You go live your life, man. You probably have CTE. You'll figure it out. You killed 5 people and then yourself.
So you're blaming the NFL for the game of football?
No, they don't have the right. They didn't have the right protocols or anything, but I think they're getting better. I will admit that they've gotten better. With safety and everything.
But couldn't the people around that player find help if he needed help? Like the family or...
You think he could have?
He's
probably off his rocker. Junior Seau didn't have to kill himself. He could have talked to a counselor.
You don't think they offer these things up? But maybe no one knew about Junior Seau.
No,
maybe no one knows, this guy's going to kill 5 people. That's what makes it... obviously the cause of it is definitely brain damage, but you can't really.
Yeah, he probably didn't.
Prevent
You can't prevent these things, but those are the extremes. I think there's a lot in between though.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
money saving.
Yeah, I mean a lot of that could be I guess the
continuing
financial
education.
advisor you get your hands in. He could be a dirty one,
They usually are, man. It's probably your family.
Yeah, your uncle.
They need to tell you to not trust, the people that, when you get in the NFL, people even talk to you your whole life, and they're like, hey, I'm your kin. Don't, just keep your circle small. Maybe, things like that.
Go talk to a former NFL player. Give Drew Brees a phone call or something, you know what I mean? Hey, give me some advice
you need to talk
financially. Or,
maybe like Shannon Sharp.
yeah, someone like who's had a great career and then excelled outside of football as well. That'd be a great person to communicate with, and I'm sure they'd love to.
Marcellus Wiley.
Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Lewis.
Whatever you do when you get your first paycheck, buy the most expensive car on the lot.
Yeah.
Because right when you leave that parking lot, it depreciates, man. Good purchase,
You
brother.
gotta go buy one of those 65 Chevelles.
Leonard Williams bought a monkey.
Did he?
Yeah, chimpanzee, man.
That's
I saw.
pretty cool.
I don't know. I was just looking through, and he was training his monkey.
Actually, was it a chimpanzee?
Yeah, it was.
No.
It was strong.
No, those things will eat your face.
It looked like he was beating him up.
Yeah,
I looked at Leonard Williams, like, he's going to be the defensive MVP. He's huge.
He's a big boy. He's big. He's like Muhammad Wilkerson. Do you remember him from the Jets?
Yeah.
He was a huge kid.
Remember Terrence Knighton?
Pot roast?
Yeah.
Of course, I'll never forget him.
That guy used to get a whole bucket of Popeyes and eat it himself.
Yeah, he used to dress up as a clown, and then they found out it was John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, man. John Wayne Gacy was not that intimidating, though.
Nah, he's just regular.
If Terrence Knighton was John Wayne Gacy tendencies, there'd be a lot more dead out there.
Yeah.
Probably, like, his numbers would probably be in the 300s.
Yeah, you couldn't stop him.
Actually, no, he'd probably stick out a little bit.
Yeah, but bullets wouldn't affect him.
Neither would...
You just have to poison his pot roast.
Is that like his favorite food or something, or is that what he looks like?
This is his belly.
He was on the Brawnies.
That's when he stunk, but he was good on Jacksonville.
He didn't know how to swim, but he could float.
Not sure what that is.
You've seen those videos where they throw like babies in the water
Mm-mm.
that don't know how to swim? And you teach them to just calm their body, and they float to the top to save them from drowning.
Nah,
It's a disturbing video, but it's helping the kid.
I don't get on 4chan or nothing.
No, this is like on Instagram.
Oh.
It's a woman, like a teacher, and she grabs like a baby and throws it in the water, and it goes under and it floats right to the top because they teach them to not struggle or you'll sink, and they just...
That's stupid.
It's supposed to prevent them from accidental drowning.
Yeah, I guess that is cool, huh?
Did you ever learn how to swim?
Yeah, I remember the day, actually. It was an indoor pool.
I was there.
They sent down those little things at the bottom. You had to go get them. The rings.
I actually went to all your
and I
lessons.
came up with the most rings.
I went to your
I got a round
lessons.
of
That was a
applause.
cool place.
Yeah, it was. I loved it in there.
I wanted to swim, but I don't know what I was doing.
I didn't know, like, anyone in there. I just was on my own mission to get all the rings at the bottom.
You were the only one in a Speedo.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a gangster, man. Let me go find my Speedo real quick back then.
Yeah, you were just wearing a Speedo like you didn't care.
Still don't, man. I'd still wear it if I had it on me. Alright, man. What about this NBA lottery? Finally got the lottery numbers. Got the tickets. We got the places.
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
Houston Rockets, the number 2 pick in the NBA draft.
Who's the top 5 again?
Detroit, Houston, Cleveland, Raptors. I don't know who 5 is. Is it OKC or something? Or Orlando?
It's Orlando. They have 5 and 9, I think.
5 and 8.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you think it's going to play out, man? What are some players you're looking at around here?
What I'm hearing is Jalen Green's getting a lot of whispers.
Yeah, a lot of hype on Jalen Green.
G League University, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually on the bandwagon for that pick.
For what pick?
Jalen Green, number 2 to the Rockets.
You don't want him to go number 1?
Oh, I wouldn't mind that either. But I think it's pretty safe to say that Cade will be... He's only working out for the Pistons.
Yeah.
And I think it's, you can bet your bottom dollar that Cade will be a Piston.
Yeah, he will.
That's going to be an interesting team, but, and then they say it's a toss-up between Jalen Green and Evan Mobley for the second pick, but to me, I didn't know much about Jalen Green, but I watched his highlights. I've been listening to a lot of scouting, and he wasn't bad in the G League. He's actually pretty dang good. So I'm sold. Pick Jalen Green, and we can have Gerald Green mentor him.
Yeah, I watched his highlights as well recently after that lottery. He's the first pick, our number one prospect coming out of high school. Decided to go play in the G League for, what is it, Ignite?
Yeah.
Who's that coach? Brian Shaw, former NBA player, is their coach. And he said he has superstar tendencies, superstar potential. And he had a great first year in the G League last year. I think it was 17 points a game. I think 4 rebounds, a couple of assists. 46% shooting. I think 38 from 3, 36 from 3. He's just a natural-born hustler.
Scorer.
And by hustler, I mean scoring. I've heard comparisons of Kevin Durant. I don't think like the build or the height is the same, but in terms of getting the ball in the rim, just a natural hooper. I do like Jalen Green, man, but I wouldn't mind seeing Jalen Suggs, another guy that I'm very high on in here. I think those top 3 guys behind Cade Cunningham are kind of interchangeable in my eyes. Just whatever fits the needs you need for your team, but those 3 guys could be superstars.
I think you have Jalen Suggs way too high.
I like him. I wouldn't mind Houston taking Jalen Suggs at all. Would not mind it.
I wouldn't like it in the moment, but as a fan, I'd be open to it. But that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I think the Monks have Pistons going Cunningham, Rockets going Green, Cleveland going Mobley, and then Toronto taking Suggs. I think that's the majority of the mocks, which I can definitely see it playing that way with team needs.
What? But when Mobley and Jarrett, would they re-sign Jarrett Allen in Cleveland?
Who knows, man? I mean, even if you did, Mobley's still a rookie. He's still a project. You can sign Jarrett Allen 4 years down the road. Mobley, could be a stud by then.
Can I give you my argument for Jalen Green over Jalen Suggs?
Yeah, sure.
G League is a place where grown men play basketball, correct?
Yeah, there's grown men, yeah.
Former NBA players that get moved up to the NBA.
Yeah, players who aren't really good enough to play in NBA at that time.
But Jalen Suggs played against amateurs, college players, 18-year-olds. He was playing in the WAC, I believe. Or what are they playing?
Uh-huh.
Jalen Green was putting up 17 on 46% shooting as an 19-year-old against better competition. Sign me up. Put a dot next to my name. I'll even sign Aaron Christopher because this is what we need. We need that. We need to take that shot, man. That shot, And
I agree.
They say KPJ and Jalen are very similar, and
they are.
But I think KPJ is willing to take that James Harden role. We're kind of I think he can take a back seat. I think he respects Jalen Green.
I wouldn't be able to tell right now, but
he doesn't respect Jalen Suggs.
I think as a fit, I like Jalen Suggs more than Green, but in terms of potential, I wouldn't mind taking the upside of Jalen Green, and I guess just having KPJ be the natural facilitator, playmaker for the team, which he's going to have to improve there as well. But Jalen Green's just such a great scorer, man. He can hoop all 3 levels of offense that he's very good at. He needs to improve his playmaking. He's not a great playmaker. He's not a great rebounder, not a great defender, but he can score. And the upside of that could be something special, very special.
Yeah, he's not a great rebounder, playmaker, but
yeah, I'll say this about that though, that's what people were saying about Devin Booker coming out of
KD,
Kentucky, is that all he could do was score, shoot threes, couldn't assist, couldn't rebound, but he's reached his potential and became a great player on a great team. So
yeah, he's young. But like I said, man, you can slap me on the booty and call me Judy if we get Jalen Green.
Yeah, I'd be happy for it.
Would you turnstile?
No, I'm still on the wait and see approach, but I wouldn't mind the pick. I think the upside's there for sure, and we gotta take the risk because we're not a great team right now.
Would you cha-ching if we drafted him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who else you would really bank on.
Scotty Barn?
Jalen Suggs is probably the safer pick, but for upside, I do like Jalen Green.
If you were the GM, you'd take Jalen Suggs.
I don't know.
That's such a reach for me, man.
I didn't say that. I did not say
because
that. I'd
what
probably take Jalen Green, but my first option is looking to trade the pick.
What, for who?
I don't know. I'd have to explore my options.
Bradley?
He doesn't want to come to Houston. Maybe with John Wall. I don't know what the relationship is, but
Damian Lillard?
no, I'd have to give up too many assets, too many young players that I wouldn't want to.
I would draft.
If not, man, I'd trust my scouting department, and if they like Jalen Green, I'll take Jalen Green.
I wouldn't ask anyone.
I would, because that's their job. Their job is a scout, and they'll know better than anyone.
I wouldn't ask. I'd say, hey, let me see the tape of that Jalen Green kid. And I'd say, all right. Then I'd say, pop in Jalen Suggs. All right. And I weigh my option. I say, look at this guy's ceiling. This guy could be potentially a 27 point per game guy, and, be a star. Yeah, he might, there might be some toe stepping. But you take that shot on that talent. It doesn't matter if KPJ and, they're similar. You want the best player available. And I'm booking it, and I'm signing it with Jalen Green. But I do want to shout out, I do like Evan Mobley. I hope he goes to a great situation. Scotty Barnes, I think he's going to be something to behold. Jalen Suggs, not a big fan.
I like Suggs. I think he's the highest floor guy in the whole draft outside of Cade Cunningham.
But you just watched him in the NCAA tournament, probably.
No, he's from Minnesota in high school. I've seen those as well. He went to Gonzaga. He's just he has the it factor. He has it. Gonzaga isn't in the championship without Jalen Suggs, and he was the only one that showed up in those games, the most important games. He's hit big shots. He has no weakness. I mean, if you can give me a great weakness, that's a big issue, then I'll consider that. But I haven't been able to find one. And he can bring a lot to a team. Being a good two-way player and his ability to shoot a little bit. I think he's going to be a great fit no matter where he lands. And if he goes 4 for Toronto, I think that's a 10 out of 10 pick, getting him at number 4. I love to see him in Houston. You have KPJ already too, who can be the natural ball scorer. He'd be the guy that gets you 27 a night, but then you have Jalen Suggs, getting 18 and 9 assists, 8 assists with 1.5 steals a game. Something like that. I think that would be really nice, along with Christian Wood, but I'm fine with Jalen Green too, just because of the upside, like we mentioned.
My fear, who Jalen Suggs reminds me of?
Who?
Adam Morrison.
Okay.
Great NCAA run, went to the championship. Of course, he lost. I think he was the number 2 pick in the draft or something to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Yeah, but he was a small forward.
Gonzaga players never develop very well in the NBA.
What about Domantas Sabonis?
That doesn't count.
What about Kelly Olynyk? He's had a great career. Roy Hachimura recently, he looks really good. He can't put it all together, but he will, and when he does, he'll be a good player.
I'm talking about good star.
Yeah, but there's a first for everything. Ohio State isn't known for their quarterbacks, but Justin Fields has all this hype around him. He's going to be the next big deal.
Ohio State has had a good quarterback, though.
Who? Troy Smith? Yeah, get off your high horse.
No, there's some out there.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if he went to DePaul. That doesn't matter to me. He happened to go to Gonzaga because it's in his home state, and
I thought he was from Minnesota.
Or his neighboring states, but he is a solid player. I mean, he's going to be good. I don't care. We can look back on this 3 or 4 years from now, say, oh, Luke said he was good, or, And you could say, yeah, I told you so.
Yeah, I'll take Jalen Green.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't have a
I
problem
have
with that.
Scotty Barnes over him too.
Nah, Scotty Barnes is the one that I'm not sure of.
And Kuminga.
He's another guy that we're not sure of. He seems like an Orlando Magic pick, though. Definitely.
Orlando Magic couldn't throw a rock in the ocean when it comes to draft picks.
Yeah, but he seems like an Orlando Magic type of guy. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm trying to say, but if you do, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I smell what you're stepping in. Ooh, that's a little ripe there, bud. You think Jalen Suggs talks like he's from Minnesota?
No. He's just a regular guy.
You don't think he has an accent?
No?
Don't you know?
No, Yargan.
That's a Viking.
Shabarden.
That's not, because Minnesota's so close to Canada, they have a Canadian. A boot?
R.J. Barrett's looking good for Canada.
Yeah, he had a good second half.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Yeah, but Canadian...
Did they play Greece?
Yeah, they almost lost.
I know.
If RJ didn't go off. I mean, they have Anthony Bennett.
Who's on Greece without Jan?
Kostas Papanikolaou?
Is he on there?
I'm sure.
Yeah, what a guy. He looks like a little teddy bear.
He looks like Ewok from Star Wars, but like 6'10".
Yeah, he's a very hairy man, but shout out Kostas Papanikolaou.
Oh, yeah, Giannis is Greek.
Donis, Kostas.
Wait, how was, Chris Middleton supposed to play for the Olympics if he's still playing?
I don't think the
Devin
Olympics start
Booker.
till July 23rd.
Then why is Canada playing?
Exhibition?
It was a qualifier game, wasn't it?
Oh. Well, USA's probably qualified already.
Oh.
I mean,
Why?
I'm not sure how that qualifiers works.
And why is Kevin Love on the team?
Because he's, I like that. I like Kevin Love on there.
I mean,
You need some vets, man. They got these young guys.
I have a feeling something's going to happen to one of those European, like Serbia or
Argentina.
Latvia. One of those teams is going to, because we have KD, Devin Booker, Dame.
Our team's stacked.
Jeremy Grant.
Donovan Mitchell. Bam Adebayo.
We don't have enough big men.
You don't need them.
Drew Holiday. Dame's not on the team, is he?
All right, you want to hear the roster?
Yeah.
Damian Lillard.
Knew it.
Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine. Devin Booker.
Rob.
Bradley Beal. Draymond Green. Jason Tatum. Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton.
Oops.
Kevin Love.
Ooh.
Jeremy Grant. And Bam Adebayo.
I mean, it's a good
No
one.
one's going to beat them.
That's what they said about the Dream Team.
Exactly.
That's what they said about the Redeem Team.
Exactly. No one could come close.
Yeah, but what's the team that lost?
The one that wasn't very good.
I mean, you could probably, they're good. They're
They're really good.
Why do they have so many 2s and 3s?
That's all you need out there.
I like how Draymond's on there.
Draymond could play the 4 or the 5. KD could play the 4 or the 5. Tatum can play the 4. Kevin Love's the center, secretly. They're more than capable of doing it.
I think Draymond's a good global ambassador for U.S. basketball.
Okay. But, I mean, what was your argument, though? Is that they're not big enough to face Serbia or Latvia?
I never said that.
That's what. Well, then what was your case?
I was talking about point guards.
Okay.
There's only 2 on the team.
All right.
If Dame gets hurt, it's Drew Holiday. Have you seen him on the Bucks?
Yeah, he's good.
He's not there.
He's good.
I wouldn't have that much confidence.
You don't have confidence with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Zach LaVine?
No.
Why wouldn't you?
Those are shooting guards.
Dude, what do you need a point guard for? To bring the ball up?
Yeah.
Anyone can. Bam Adebayo can bring the ball up. That doesn't matter.
No, they need a point guard.
Who's coaching?
Pop?
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Why didn't we get Ben Simmons?
We should have gotten Bill Simmons, says the coach.
He'd be good. He's the reason Devin Booker is playing. Because he kept calling him out that Devin Booker wouldn't play for Team USA. And last summer he got in big trouble by everyone.
Who
they're
got
like,
in
you
big
hate
trouble?
Devin Booker just because he didn't play for team? And he was like, no, I just want him to play. Like, that means a lot if he plays for Team USA. And now he's playing for team because of Bill Simmons. Shout out.
Why does that mean a lot?
Huh?
Why does that mean a lot for Booker's legacy or for America?
No, he just likes it. It's a personal thing for him. And he, like, really went in on Devin Booker for turning down the opportunity.
Like he thinks he'd be a good Olympic basketball player?
Yeah, he wants him.
Kind of like Klay Thompson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, Devin Booker's a freak, really, at the end of the day.
Not with the mask on.
It doesn't matter. He can have bad games. Paul George has bad games, but he's still a freak.
Paul George is the best player in the NBA right now.
No. But I did like what Charles said, though. One of the few things that I did like what he said. I like everyone hates on a all-star player, which is it's dumb to do that. Like, you can't say, like, he's bad when he's an all-star level player. Like, you can have bad games, but it's just dumb. It's literally dumb to call someone bad if they're an all-star. It's like, that dude's an all-star. He's averaged 20-plus points. He's a great player. And then just, like...
I could say someone's bad that's been an all-star.
Who?
Jeff Teague.
He's not... But it's different.
Why?
Because Paul George is a superstar.
Yeah, there's a difference between an all-star. Yeah, you can't... If they're a superstar, you can't say that they're bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not an all-star, though.
I meant superstar. Well, that's kind of what I was meaning by that.
Because there's some all-stars that never...
You knew I was meaning that.
No, you said all-star,
I
dude.
meant superstar.
You want me to read through the tea leaves?
No, give me some superstars who are bad.
There is none.
It's a superstar. That's what they do, man. That's what it is.
I mean, yeah, there's no bad superstar, really.
No, there's not. But to get on someone for having bad games, and then to come out, everyone's like, oh, he proved you wrong. Like, we already knew that this guy's a superstar.
Yeah, and I was one of the people. Well, I never said he wasn't. I put him on second team NBA, dude, so obviously I have a lot of respect, but he's really, really... And Ty Lue, man.
Yeah, Ty Roof.
He's the best coach in NBA history, man. Playoff history.
No,
He's
not.
10-2 in elimination games. That's amazing.
10-2?
10-2 in elimination game. 10-2. That's nuts. It's absolutely absurd. 10-2. I don't know. Like, just think about that.
Yeah, but you could be
Cleveland-
down 3-1, and that would be considered elimination games, right?
Right. That's why it's crazy, because he's been down.
But that's only 12 games.
That's crazy, dude. What's Doc Rivers' record?
Doc Rivers stinks. He's in the same tier as Ty Lue.
Ty Lue's ascending. If they went tonight.
Yeah, but who has Ty Lue coached? LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George.
David Blatt coached LeBron, and he doesn't coach anymore anywhere.
Exactly. He won a ring.
Yeah, but why isn't he a coach in the NBA? Because LeBron stamped him out. Because he's. I'm not going to get into the politics of this, but I don't like that about LeBron. I hate how he didn't listen to him.
But if he stamped him out, why doesn't David Blatt have a job anywhere else?
Because LeBron blacklisted him.
No, he didn't. There's 31 other teams.
No, he blacklisted him, obviously. Why wouldn't he get another coaching job? Explain that.
Or because other people looked at David Blatt and was like, oh, LeBron James was on your team? Yeah, maybe you're not a great coach.
What? Well, they don't know that because he never got a chance.
Exactly.
What other coach won an NBA championship and the next year he didn't have a job? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but what did LeBron do? Send an email out to everyone? Like, David Blatt is not cool. David Blatt stinks.
No, it's the way he presented himself the way he interacted. He didn't listen to him in timeouts and stuff. He would listen to Tyronn Lue.
So you're telling me 31 other teams were like, oh, LeBron's not listening to him. Let's not sign him. That doesn't make much sense.
LeBron has an agent. What's his name? Rich Paul?
No.
What's that guy's name? His best friend? Mav Carter?
Yeah, Mav Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably talking to him, and that guy literally talks to every team. He's probably like, dude.
I don't see that. Not one player's going to affect the whole NBA.
How do you explain it? They know he's a bad coach because he coached LeBron and won a championship. How do they know he's a bad coach if they didn't try him out?
Exactly.
My theory is better than yours.
Well,
you don't have a theory.
Teams look at him like LeBron was coaching that team probably. Like, David Blatt isn't the reason they won. David Blatt's not a championship-level coach.
Was he not the coach?
He was. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe coaches don't matter as much as we think they do.
But why?
Doc Rivers.
But why
not
did
a great
he not?
coach. You had Kevin Garnett. You had Ray Allen. Paul Pierce. They could have done it probably with any coach.
You're not answering my question.
I'm not sure you're asking me a question I don't know the
It's
answer
because
to.
LeBron blacklisted him.
But I don't understand that because how is LeBron going to have effect on 31 other teams? He's literally
The best player in the world.
so you're telling me the Timberwolves are looking at it like, oh, LeBron's telling me that David Blatt stinks, so I'm not going to have him?
Wow, that's the only way I can
I don't
explain
believe
it.
that. I can't see that.
Well, how can you tell he's a bad coach?
I don't know. You're going to have to ask 31.
LeBron.
You're going to have to ask 31. Yeah, LeBron probably made him look bad.
LeBron, man. That's all I got to say. You got to stop doing that, man. That guy has a wife and kids and stuff. He won a championship.
No, you can't blame. That doesn't make any sense.
I can blame him because I saw it. It made me angry.
Just because
at the
he
time.
turned his back on David Blatt. Now David Blatt doesn't have a job in the NBA because of that.
Well, why
that doesn't
doesn't
make
he?
much sense.
Why doesn't he have a job? You
'Cause I
want
don't think he's a great coach.
He has
also-
more rings than Mike D'Antoni. He has more rings than
Didn't David Blatt want to go back? Pretty sure he chose to go back to where
He got
Russia?
fired.
No, I mean after he got fired, I think he wanted to go back to Russia. Or
Well, he
whatever.
had to. No one wanted him.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he could have gotten an assistant coach somewhere, maybe.
But why, if he just won a championship the year before? It doesn't make any sense. There's something going on. It's not just this. There's something behind the scenes, dude. There's something behind the curtain, and someone's pulling those strings.
I don't know. I can't see it just being LeBron turning his back on him.
Then
It doesn't make much sense.
Your theory is he's a bad coach.
I don't know what it is, but to me that just seems far fetched.
Well, if you can think of something more.
Yeah, I guess more reasonable would be that he's not a great coach, and teams don't want him to be their head coach.
But how?
Because he did win a ring, but he won it with the second best player of all time.
The Heat didn't win their first year.
No.
The Celtics with Doc. He didn't.
Yeah,
win.
but he came back. He was on it. He stayed.
Who was
David Blatt won and then left.
Who was LeBron's coach?
Mike
first
Woodson?
in Cleveland.
Or who was it? Mike Brown?
Yeah, Mike Brown.
Yeah. Stink. I think he's still an assistant somewhere, though.
Wasn't it Golden
But
State?
he's never been a head coach. I mean, ever since, I don't think. I think the Lakers looked at him.
It doesn't make sense, dude.
I just think some coaches don't turn out.
After winning a championship?
Mm-hmm.
There's no logic there.
There is.
But you're going to hire a coach that's never won a title.
I guess you could blame LeBron James because
Yeah, it's
LeBron James is so good that teams don't care who's coaching.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Like, oh, you coach LeBron James? Yeah, that doesn't really matter.
It should. Tyronn Lue got a head coaching job
He did.
with the
He
Clippers.
was an assistant for a while, though, with the Clippers and the Lakers.
Yeah, but he was a head coach for LeBron.
He was, and then got outed.
And then now he's a head coach somewhere else. David Blatt
Teams liked him. Teams liked what they saw.
No, LeBron liked him.
Teams liked what they saw. With
LeBron
Tyronn.
liked him.
Why is he not there anymore then?
Huh?
Why is he not? Why did he get fired?
Because they stunk.
What do you mean? If LeBron liked him, he wouldn't have left.
They stunk.
But you're saying if LeBron had all this power and he liked Ty Lue, he's staying the head coach, no matter what you say.
It doesn't matter. He lost his job, but now he's the head coach for the Clippers.
Yeah, because the teams like what they saw. Teams liked Ty Lue. They liked he was a former player. They liked that he's a good coach. He's not a bad coach.
David Blatt, they won 68 games that year.
And then he couldn't find a job and then went back to Russia.
And won a championship.
Right.
Where do you see the flaws?
I
Because
don't.
he's from...
I don't know. I have to look back and see it.
Is it because he's foreign? Something doesn't add up here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I know what you're saying. It seems a bit... Because to me, like, just because LeBron doesn't like a coach, you're telling me 31 other teams aren't going to at least try him out. Like, that doesn't really make that much sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm
But you
saying.
don't
That's why I don't see it.
But you know this as a basketball fan that coaching hires is politics, as we saw with Brad Stevens, as we've seen with a lot of different like the Timberwolves. They should have hired their assistant, but they brought someone else in. There's a lot of politics there. A lot of politics.
What do you mean by that?
There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, relationships, things like that. It's not...
Yeah, so another theory could be David Blatt
Griffin
came from Russia. No one had any relationships with him.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to find a job because no one knew anything about him. No one knew him personally.
But
no one trusted him.
But you know what they did know? He was a champion.
Yeah, but like you said, it's politics. Other teams like other coaches more. Other people have better relationships.
LeBron plays a big part in politics.
Yeah, I guess because their only source of David Blatt is coaching LeBron, and LeBron didn't like him, and he has no relationships, and he has no prior experience coaching in the NBA. It's just a whole lot of things that don't add up for David Blatt, which I understand.
I don't.
I don't know. I mean, that's what it is. You said it yourself, politics. He's
That's
got no relations.
That's like, putting a salmon in someone's pants and sending them downriver in Grizzly Alley.
You think David Blatt has hard feelings?
I'm sure.
At LeBron or the NBA?
Both.
Why?
He basically ignored him on TV. It's the finals.
So? I've seen KPJ do it live.
Yeah, but we're the Rockets. No one cares. This was on national TV in front of.
It happens all the time.
No, but it was very. Yeah,
it was a little huddle up, and LeBron was wiping his face with a towel.
And he threw it at David Blatt.
Facing the different way. Who cares?
That's a little
it's
mean.
LeBron. He doesn't need to be coached. He already knows. I'm sure he knows the playbook from the back to the front.
Well, he needs to have empathy for others.
I'm sure he has a lot of good things to say about David Blatt.
LeBron, if you're listening, get off your high horse, man. We're all humans. We're all in this together. We all have families.
That's a weird thing.
It's very strange.
Well, why are you going? I mean, who cares, man?
I care. That's weird to me.
He didn't mistreat anyone.
Who didn't?
LeBron.
He blatantly disrespected him from the whole
So,
NBA.
We don't know the relationship. I'm sure they both have a lot of good things to say about each other.
You think Scottie Pippen has a lot of good things to say about Phil Jackson?
I'm sure he does, yeah.
He called him a racist this week. Yeah. He felt the...
Yeah, but that's Scottie Pippen trying to promote his book. He's doing it very oddly, but that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's throwing everyone under the bus.
Yeah, because he's got a book coming out. Don't buy his book. The guy's a fraud.
Yeah, he looks like...
It might be good, though. He's probably got some interesting things in there.
Yeah, I hope he has stories about Phil Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has hate and love for different people. Doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, I guess it was disrespectful on live TV. He turned his back on his coach while he was talking.
Yeah, and he showed his John on TV.
Nobody cares. I've done it before. When you're upset and you're in the moment and you don't want to hear this and that, like, yeah, who cares?
I've never done that.
I've done it multiple times.
You're hard to
But I still have major respect for my coaches. And they know it too. They just know that at that moment, that's just what happens.
It's like putting honey on a guy's back and telling him to go to the bee cave.
I don't know why you keep bringing up these little analogies that don't make any sense.
I'm trying to paint a picture for you, man.
It's not working.
They don't really make sense at this particular time, but...
Yeah, you're not making sense.
You remind me of
You're making dollars.
You remind me of LeBron whenever you're... ignored your coach in Pee Wee soccer.
You can hate any basketball player you want, but it makes you look dumb.
Why?
Because he's one of the best basketball players ever.
I never said that.
Same with Michael Jordan. You can say, oh, this and that. Oh, I don't like him. He was a gambler. He's the best basketball player ever. At the end of the day, it makes you look dumb.
I never said
Shaquille O'Neal, he's mumbo jumbo. He's stupid. Yeah, well, he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Who cares?
I never said I hated him.
Oh, Hakeem Olajuwon.
I just think Hakeem Olajuwon was a great guy.
Yeah, you can't hate him.
I don't hate LeBron. I just think he could handle things very differently.
Yeah, so could I. I could bring in the trash on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Who cares?
Yeah, could you?
Could you please, man?
Would you?
Nah, Tuesday.
Here you are defending LeBron. He doesn't.
I don't like LeBron when he talks about politics. I don't like when he's very egotistical. Like, we all know these things. It's blatantly obvious. But to just, like, he has such a big spotlight. Everything he does is magnified, and we're all imperfect. So if we were in that spotlight as well, we do little things that are wrong and people view as a bad thing, it would be blown up like him. People wouldn't like us. People would like us. Who cares?
I'd be the most.
He speaks his mind, and people don't like it. Some people do. If you spoke your mind in that big spotlight, people are gonna hate you, and people aren't. So it is what it is.
I'd be a likable guy in the NBA.
Yeah, you would, but you'd also have haters. Everyone does.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
I'd change.
Everyone has. People hate Zion. People hate Kevin Durant. People hate Steph Curry. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Who's the most likable guy in the NBA? JJ Barea?
He's not in the NBA.
I don't even like him, and I don't even know why. See? That's what I'm saying.
The most likable guy is probably Zion. He's just a happy-go-lucky young boy.
And you don't think people despise Zion for no reason? Of course they do.
NBA young boy despises him.
That's what I'm saying. That's just the way of the world.
Because Zion took over his street cred.
That's why none of that stuff matters, if you really think about it. Like the whole Kevin Durant Rappaport guy.
Who cares?
Exactly. That's my point. People hate it, people love it, but at the end of the day, who cares? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't care.
Exactly. Like, you shouldn't.
I just think that was a mystery. That's it.
Okay, fair enough.
And we need to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, let's find David Blatt. What do you think he's doing right now?
He's probably coaching Russia.
He's probably in his study at his home, drinking a glass of scotch.
Yeah, on a bear rug, butt naked.
Yeah, he's probably got his wand.
His want?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it, man.
He's probably got his wand out.
Yeah, he's probably good, man. He's probably living the Russian life, man.
You think he does a little two-stepper?
I think he's got a liter of vodka.
Probably got one of them 2 liters.
They don't drink water, they drink vodka.
They drink tart juice.
What's that?
Vodka mixed with mayonnaise.
Ugh. That sounds disgusting.
Tart juice, man, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would separate.
No, you just gotta swish it around in your cup. Stir it up real nice, throw some ice cubes in there.
I feel like Vladimir Putin's drink of choice is vodka and motor oil.
Probably, yeah.
And it's like just black, like his soul.
I heard a Drake lyric the other day. Not of my own. I heard it on Twitter, but he was like, I want to run a country like Putin. It made me think for a minute. Does he want to run a country, or does he run it like Putin? Because why would you want to run a country like Putin?
I'm not sure. You have to ask Champagne Poppy.
I thought it was a very strange lyric.
Yeah, if I saw Drake in the alley, I'd punch him in the face without asking.
Would you say hey and then hit him below the belt, or what?
No, I'd punch him straight in his hairline where the heart is.
Mm-hmm. You'd probably hit him below the belt and there wouldn't be nothing there.
Yeah, he'd probably just giggle.
Probably, yeah, who knows?
No, actually, the first thing if he was like far away, I'd say, hey, wheelchair Jimmy. And then I'd get him.
He's probably such a cornball, even just viewing him from a distance.
Yeah.
Not even hearing him speak, just looking at him and be like, man, that guy's a goof.
Yeah, he just looks goofy, man. I don't know. And he thinks he's so cool. It bothers the heck out of me. I saw a video of him going to LeBron James Jr. game, and it's like an entourage of 1,000 people, and he walks in, and he's like talking to the refs.
I saw that. He's like
yelling
at in his ear.
I was like, dude, it's a high school AAU game or whatever. Like, dude, relax. Like,
You could tell LeBron was just like, because he was like sitting back. And
yeah, like
Drake
why?
was going crazy. He's like, dude, this is my son's game. Like, chill.
Like, what? You don't know anything about basketball, dude.
Yeah, his jumper's broke. He wears Kentucky gear and Golden State gear.
Yeah, he wore a warm-up. That was the funniest thing.
Even though he owns the part of the Raptors, yet he's still, I don't know. It's just, he's very unlikable. But his old stuff is cool with me.
I mean, he's a good rapper, man.
Yeah, he is. I don't think he writes the stuff, but he's a good entertainer.
I think he killed XXXTentacion.
Is that true or is that factual?
It's factual.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he said it in that.
Because XXX turned down like a.
What was his lyric? Like XXX in your coffin or something.
Something like that. Something very dark.
Yeah, it was very dark. It was right after it happened. He dropped that little album.
I think X wouldn't give him like a beat or something or a
No, he
feature.
was calling him out for something about his girl. No one could know about it. XXX knew about it. Drake had to kill him.
Yeah,
Because Drake's got shooters, man. He does. He got a lot of money.
Yeah, isn't he like a pedophile? Well, I guess can't get into it.
I know he was hiding his child and Pusha T exposed him.
Yeah, now he's like the best dad ever.
Yeah, now he's the most...
Adonis?
The biggest, probably, musical figure of this generation.
Yeah.
Over anyone.
I don't think that's debatable.
Maybe Billie Eilish.
Dude, I like Billie Eilish.
She's cool. Like, she's very civil, down to earth. That's why I like her.
Yeah, she's really cool.
But I've never really listened to her music, but when I see like interviews, like she's
cool.
She seems like she's cool to hang out with. Yeah.
You listen to her music, dude. She's incredible. And her brother Phineas writes all her music, and she admits it.
Really?
And Phineas is a genius, dude.
I mean, I don't know anything about her. I've seen some interviews.
I'll send you
her sit down stuff, and she's like, just very very cool. Relatable, just cool. Yeah.
Her music is great.
I'll probably never listen to it.
I'll give you an album.
No, I'm okay.
Where do you go when you sleep? I think that's what it's called.
Portugal.
What's that song? You never heard Bad Guy?
No, I haven't. I don't like it.
That's the worst song.
That's probably why I'm turned off of her music.
Have you ever heard You Can Be My Hero, Baby?
No. I haven't, I literally haven't heard any music of her. I probably won't, and I'm not going out to look, but I just wanted to mention that she was cool. She's very popular.
Have you ever heard I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking...
Yeah, is that
maybe
Eddie
6
Vedder?
feet ain't that... No.
Sounds like him, though.
It's Creed.
Yeah, that's who it is.
I forget his name, Scott something.
Creed. Why do I forget about Creed?
You think I sound like Eddie Vedder?
No.
You said it, man.
No, but I'm saying that's what the voice came to my head sounded like.
It's Scott Stapp or whatever.
Yeah.
You ever wonder what it would be like to live under the sea?
Under it or in it?
Under the sea.
Under the sea. Yeah?
Underwater.
I don't think I've thought about it, but it's interesting to think about it now.
I think that would be the most interesting thing to do. If I had a superpower, it'd be to live underwater.
Like, be able to, like, gills?
Yeah, but I want to go to the very depth. Because what if we've never gone that far down. But if you go so far down and you go through a portal and there's another land, or you're inside the earth.
Yeah, it's possible. I know it's like the Mariana Trench.
Yeah.
Like James Cameron went very, very, very far down there. Very far. Like crazy. Nuts. Like physically impossible, but he did it. I don't know what he saw, though. I haven't uncovered that.
You know how scary that would be? Because at some point...
Honestly, I don't think we could imagine how scary it could be.
Like at some point, it's just pitch black. And you're in this endless abyss of water. And you don't know what the heck is around you. And there's like pressure. Because if you go
extreme pressure.
Yeah, if you go a certain depth, you need...
It's like space.
You need a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen, or you'll get that poison and you'll be drunk.
That's 200 feet.
Yeah.
If you go lower than 200 feet, but when you're miles down there, like you have to be... it's not physically possible, but I guess in like a submarine, it has to be able to sustain that, which is nuts. Because like if anything happens, a leak, like your whole body's gonna try to fit through that whole leak in like 0.00001 seconds, and it'll just get like it'll happen in a blink of an eye.
The ocean is a strange place.
Yeah, this is the strangest place that you could think of. Crazier than space, in my opinion. I'm more worried about the sea than the space.
I might be too, man.
Because the only thing scary in space would be like aliens or other beings. But it's like we don't even know what could be in the ocean.
But it's weird because we live right next to the ocean, but we've only...
No, it's a whole nother world, dog.
Yeah, but we've only researched like 3%, 5% of the whole ocean, but we've lived here for a really long time. The
Yeah, we need to
universe...
focus all our efforts on getting like submarines into the ocean. Like 7 billion people in there. Just discovering things.
My goal is to swim in every ocean.
My goal is to skinny dip in the Arctic.
You may not survive.
Yeah, but it would be worth it.
Oh, you're gonna polar bear plunge?
Yeah.
Huh.
Off the side rails.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll go with you, man.
You
I'm not
do
gonna
it?
be... I'm wearing a wetsuit, not naked.
Nah, I'm gonna be in a polar bear costume.
You're gonna get eaten.
No, I'm gonna be one of them. They're actually very, very cute. There's this one guy who has a little polar bear and he's got a little pool in his backyard for him.
I've
And it's the cutest little video I've ever seen.
Yeah, but the ones in the wild will literally... They're like Kodiak grizzlies, but worse.
They're
With
worse.
worse tempers.
Yeah. True thing, true thing. They'll eat anything.
Bears are coming out, like, they're starting to kill people again.
Yeah, I'll eat on one.
They'll kill you, bro. I don't know. I think if you act like a cub, they might take you in.
Couldn't you just tase them? Why hasn't anyone thought about that?
It's not gonna... Dude, you could shoot a bear in the head and it will still kill you.
But why don't we electrocute them?
Because they don't care. They're thick. They got thick skin.
But, like, if you get ones that, like, tongs.
There's humans that can take a taser.
No, but, like, serious tasers. Like, no joke tasers.
Like a lightning bolt?
Yeah. Just tase them real quick. Like,
I don't-
that could be a
Dude,
lethal way. We
they
don't know their weakness.
Dude, we probably do, but that obviously don't work. They're starting to eat people.
Yeah, they can eat bullets, too, man.
They can. You want to hear a crazy story?
You gotta put 12 rounds in it, to be sure.
I'm shooting it right behind the shoulder, man.
I'm putting one at the Keats.
What's that? Is Keister?
Yeah.
You're dead.
In between the cheeks.
Oh, man, that's an ugly sight.
Why do we have booty cheeks?
I've been thinking about it. Natural selection. We tend to sit on our butts, so we want to make it more comfortable. So after years, we've developed these honksters back here, one right, one left, to sit down for comfort.
You think we developed these over the years?
I just don't know why there's a I don't know why there's a I don't know why there's a line in the middle. Why can't it just be like a pad? It just has a hole so you can go number 2.
Why can't it just be a bubble that burst?
Exactly. Why can't it just be a hole and then, it's just there's no cheeks. It's just the crack is filled in, but there's just a hole so you can go number 2.
Yeah, why are our cheeks so padded?
So we can sit.
Like nowhere else, like our thighs are thick, but not like it's padded. And there's nowhere on our body that's like our butt cheeks.
Well, if like humans were mechanics our whole life and we were always on our knees, I think we'd have padded knees. Because we develop it over time.
But why did we decide to sit on our rectilial area?
Because we poop out of there.
Why don't we sit on the front side?
We poop out of there.
Yeah, but we wank on the front.
No, you don't have to squat to pee.
Yeah, but back then you didn't have to squat to poop either.
Eventually they started sitting down.
I wonder why.
Or maybe because you squat, you develop these muscles, the gluteus maximus.
I'm gonna have to look into the history of buttocks.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Buttocks.
You want to hear a crazy story?
Does it involve your buttocks?
No, I'm going to try to steer away from that.
Okay, yeah, I'm interested.
You know what a Wendigo is?
Yeah.
Can you explain it to the listeners?
No, I actually couldn't, but I know of the name.
Isn't it like it's got like a deer head, but it's like a human body, real skinny, scary looking. It's like a cryptid,
Okay.
and it has like antlers disturbed.
Yeah, deer head, human body. Got
I
it.
read a story, and this guy was hiking in the Appalachian Mountains, and a storm was a-brewing.
Okay.
It was getting real dark, and he didn't have the equipment to withstand the storm. And he noticed a cabin in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know if this cabin's going to hold up, man. Because it was kind of flimsy, kind of run down, dust everywhere. But he's like, you know what I got? And then it started pouring, went in there. He couldn't help but, look around. He went upstairs. he went into the master bedroom and there was like claw marks on the ground.
Whose bedroom? Whose house was this?
This is an abandoned cabin and
He was just walking, hiking.
yeah.
Okay.
And he went to the master bedroom. There was like claw marks on the ground and it was like torn up. And he found a gun like on the side of the bed. Like no blood or anything, just like a lot of scratch marks. And he went to the other room and it was the same thing, all messed up, claw marks everywhere. And then there was a door that was closed and it was like the little girl's room. It was like a child's room and it was fine. And then he he went downstairs. He picked up a diary because he was like, what happened here? He's got bear ate him, huh? And then, but he didn't end up reading the diary, but he went downstairs and he was looking out the window and a lightning bolt, it was dark, a lightning bolt flashed and he saw like a creature looking in the window with like yellow orange eyes, like jaundice, and like had antlers and like a weird head. And its teeth were like real jagged and stuff. And then he was like, oh, okay, that's weird. So he ran away from the window and then we heard it come up to the porch and it busted down the door.
I thought cryptids weren't allowed to enter people's homes.
Dude, these things are not. These are evil. These are worse than dogmen.
Okay.
They're like skinwalkers. But remember, at this point, he has a gun. He found and it was loaded.
Yeah, but like historically speaking, like I thought cryptids were not allowed to enter homes.
I can't tell you, dude. I don't know much. I'm just telling a story.
That's interesting. Wow.
He busted in the door, and I think he just opened it slowly and came in, and then he looked, and he's like, it looked like a human, but it looked like it bit off its lips, and like it was starving, like its cheekbones were sunken in, its eyes were sunken in, it looked like a skeleton head with antlers, and its teeth are real jagged, yellow and brown. And it looked like the tops of his fingers had been gnawed off and sharpened into so he looked like he had claws. And it made like this serious demonic sound and started coming towards him, and he buckshotted it right in the shoulder. It started bleeding out black. And he's
what?
Blacks.
This is a scary story, man. You should have gave us a viewer discretion.
Viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, okay.
And then he was like, I don't have time to see if I killed it. He ran out in the storm. And he was running as fast as he could. And he tripped and fell face down, knocked the wind out of him. He looked back and that thing was coming after him.
No.
Full speed.
No, please, for the love of God.
And he was like, oh no. And then the creature started to slow down and creep on him. And out of nowhere, flash of lightning. And it struck the creature. The creature was down. He's like, oh, thank gosh, I was saved. There must be some kind of, God that saved me. And then he looked, and it started to move again and kind of shake itself off. And he went up to it and blasted it twice. And it stood up, and then he blasted it twice and hit it both times. And it was still coming after him. And it was making these disturbing noises, and it was walking after him. And he told himself, he's like, I'd rather jump off this cliff than let this thing just tear me to shreds. And he had a gut feeling. Something in his gut was telling him, just jump. And he jumped. And he doesn't remember anything. But the last thing he remembers is fluttering. And when he woke up, he was in Colorado. And he was picked up by some girl. People say
Where can I find this story?
Reddit.
And how big was this creature?
He's 6 foot, nothing, just real skinny and disturbed.
Where was he at?
Somewhere in Appalachia. Appalachian Trail. But he was saved by a thunderbird. The big giant birds, he saved him from dying. But he had a dream. Oh, I forgot to tell you. He fell asleep and he had a dream that a dark thing was going to come, and he jumped off the edge and a bird saved him before all this. That's why he felt good about jumping off the edge.
That's a crazy story. I don't think I've ever heard anything like that.
The Wendigo stories are the craziest, man. And skinwalkers. They're evil. Those are demons.
So were they once human, you think?
That's what they
They're
say.
like hybrid with a deer, and then they just went...
Yeah, they went rogue. I'm not sure.
Do you think it's a offspring of a deer and a human?
No, I think it's
It
demonic.
came from somewhere else?
I think it's demonic. Because they said the screams were demonic. He's like...
Why didn't he just shoot at it a lot?
He did.
Oh, yeah, he blasted him.
And he got struck by lightning.
Yeah, I wonder how that worked.
I don't know. It's probably
Someone was protecting him.
It's probably a fake story, but I thought it was a pretty good one.
It's probably fake, but yeah, that's a crazy story, man. I'm dazed and confused.
Yeah, I got a Sasquatch one.
All right.
This guy was in the forest. He's
Do I look like one right now?
yeah, he was in Georgia, and he walked up in this clearing, and he saw a Sasquatch. However, this Sasquatch wasn't any Sasquatch. It was a belly dancer.
What do you mean?
It was belly dancing.
What do you mean?
His dad was on the ground, and the little Squatch was dancing on his belly.
He was teasing him?
No, like it was his son. He was just dancing on his dad's belly.
He was teasing him.
No, they were family.
Oh, okay. Well, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the story?
Yeah, 'cause the guy out of the Squatches didn't know they were there.
Wow. That one took a whole breath out of me.
Yeah, that was amazing, man.
No,
I
wouldn't say that's amazing.
I would have taken a picture.
I didn't know they had those sexual tendencies.
It's a father and son. Why do you keep going back to that? It's a very
He said he was belly dancing on him.
belly. Like, okay, so his father's laying down,
Right.
and his son is dancing on his belly,
Oh, so it's cute.
like standing on it.
Was it cute?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Ah.
saying. It's not sexual, dude. It's a father and son playing.
Now I see what you're trying to say. Dancing on his belly.
Yeah, that's what I said the whole
You
time.
said belly dancing.
What does that mean? He's dancing on
You
his
know
belly?
what that means.
What's belly dancing?
Strip club.
Oh, well, then no. He's dancing on his dad's belly. He said he looked like a little primate on there.
On his dad?
Yeah.
Was he singing a little song?
No, he's just squealing.
I don't know if that would be kind of strange, though.
I would like that to be my first encounter.
I want my first encounter to be one that pretends he's a dog.
That would be like a big one?
Nah, he thinks he's like a little one.
I know, but he's huge.
He's like galloping around, all cute and stuff. He's barking and like sniffing the ground.
But it's a big Squatch.
But he's like real nice. Like even if you notice, like his tail start wagging.
They don't have tails.
No, but he pretends he has one.
Oh, he's got like a branch out there?
Yeah, he's got a branch on his bosom. He's like wagging it. He's like.
That'd be pretty cool. Would you
like,
take him home?
He's like sniffing around.
Would you take him home?
Yeah, hey, look at that dog over there. No, I wouldn't take him home, but it'd be cute and I'd probably pet on him.
Would you name him Cecil?
Probably Jargon.
Jargon?
Yeah, Jargon.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he might be like maroon color.
Oh, like a reddish brown?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really like maroon.
Like black and red mixed.
I don't like maroon at all, actually.
No, I don't either. I'm just saying. That's the color of them.
I hate maroon. In fact.
Hey. Take it down another notch, please.
In fact, I hate maroon. You ever been marooned on an island?
No, I hate maroon as well.
Have you ever been marooned on an island?
I don't know. Is it from Texas A&M or is it just the fact that maroon's just like a gross color? It's probably both.
Yeah, I just never liked it.
Neither have I. It's a gross red. Like bright red's cool, crimson red. You know what I mean? Like those are cool.
Have you ever been marooned on an island?
No, I haven't.
I have.
How did it go?
Lost weight.
How?
Couldn't find anything, man.
What's marooned on an island?
Like, stranded.
I actually wouldn't mind thinking about it.
You think if me and you went on an island...
How big is this island? Is it a little one you can see on both sides or
It's about yay big.
like Lost big or what?
That's too big.
It's giant.
Like a little island.
Like you can see from one end to the other?
Let's see. Probably like, maybe we'll do an acre. That's pretty big.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's big for an island. Like, bigger island.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, an acre island.
Okay.
You think you would survive longer than me?
Yeah, if you did your own thing and I did my own thing, yeah.
I'd be on the east end.
I'd start my own tree village.
You'd waste too much energy, man. I'd be living on the beach.
You get too much sunlight, man. You gotta get the shade.
I'd make a shelter.
Yeah, I'd have one in the trees.
I'd chop down the tree.
You wouldn't be allowed in there. I'd have people kill you.
It's only me and you.
Exactly.
You would kill me?
I'd get something to kill you.
Whenever you're sleeping, I'd just chop down the tree.
You couldn't.
And
What are you
say,
gonna
"Hey,
cut it
brother,
down
timber.
with? What are you gonna cut it down with? A chainsaw?
Oh, my knife.
Yeah,
That I
that ain't
built.
gonna happen. I'll be able to hear you out there gnawing away at it.
No, I do it one hit every night.
Yeah,
For a
that's
year.
gonna take 36 months.
I know.
That ain't gonna happen.
You'll think it's normal, and then one day it'll just fall.
No, I'll be able to see holes in my trees.
No, I'd say, hey, Luke, you can do a workout up there, just, jumping jacks up there. And the more you jump, the tree will
I'm not gonna do jumping jacks because you tell me to. In fact, I would definitely not do
I'd
it.
say, hey, look, Luke, you're looking a little big, man. Do some jumping jacks
No,
up there.
I'm on an island. I'm not gonna be looking big.
You probably...
Everything that's on my body is gonna be getting eaten because I'm gonna be so hungry.
Oh, I'm going to be living a festival
But
life.
I'll be able to live longer because I got more meat on my bones. So.
I'll be eating like a king out there. Hermit crabs, fish, lemons.
I don't think you can hunt. I don't think you're known for that.
I wouldn't have to hunt.
Yeah,
It's called traps.
Yeah, you'd have to set up the traps. I
Not
don't think
hard.
you have that in you.
Not hard.
Not easy. You gotta catch things.
It's not hard, dude.
Setting traps maybe isn't, but catching things is gonna be hard.
It's not hard once you get used to it. Yeah, it'll be
I'll
hard.
just spearfish, dude.
I would go to your island and
I don't even like fish, but man, I would love some fish out there, man.
Every time I would have to use the restroom, I would go over to your side of the island.
Yeah, I would just fling it at you from the trees. I'd create a catapult and just fling it on your side. Throw some rocks in there with it and mix it up and launch it at you.
Why would you try to kill me so much, dude?
No, it's just like little pebbles so that when it does hit you, it hurts
Why are you trying
and
to
it
mess
stinks.
with me, dude? I'm just trying to
You
live.
said you were going to poop in my area.
Yeah, because I don't
I'm
want to...
standing up for my own and my
You
people.
wouldn't know about it. It's not like I'm going to make you step and I'm going to hide it because I don't want that waste on my side.
Yeah, I'm going to find out and be like, who's been pooping over here? And then I'm going to launch it at you.
No, you won't know it's me. I'll bury it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. It's no harm.
As long as you bury it, don't leave it out.
Who knows?
It's going to start rotting. It's going to push away all the critters.
I might make some jungle juice.
Actually, poop might be very important.
Butt hash?
Yeah, dude, you could probably attract some of those critters out there. Maybe use it as a fishing line lure.
What if a plane crashed and you somehow managed to get an ice skate?
Probably use it on your neck.
See, you're always trying to kill me, dude.
No, I'm just kidding, man. I'd use it to cut down some trees, start a fire, get some coconuts, bust them open, rub it on my skin, cut off some salamander heads. There's a lot of things you do with an ice skate, but you got to keep it sharp.
I'd use it as a mirror.
Yeah, you would. You're always trying to look at yourself a lot.
You have to make sure your hygiene's good.
And just put on deodorant and shower once a week.
Actually, I'd probably find a cave and live in there.
There's no caves on an island.
Castaway.
That's cheating. You said it was a little 1 acre island.
Yeah, but there could be mountain.
No mountain.
Is there a shrimp boat?
Nope.
Golden Corral?
Mm-mm.
How am I supposed to survive? Wi-Fi?
No Wi-Fi.
You can bring 3 items?
Yeah, you can bring 3 items. What would they be?
Well, definitely a machete.
Okay.
Machete. A flint stick. Flint. So you can make fire.
Okay.
And a CD player.
No CDs, though.
Never mind. Probably some Vienna sausages. Lifetime supply.
No, you get one item. Why are you always trying to twist the rules around?
Probably one of those water purifiers. The straws.
You couldn't drink sea ocean.
If it's purified.
No, you couldn't.
If there's a stream.
You'd have to boil it and drink it out of that, probably.
No, it's the water purifiers.
You can't just drink ocean water with that. There's still... You can't get salt out of that, dude.
It separates it.
No, there's no way.
No, I don't know.
You'd have to boil... Yeah, I don't know how you would do it.
You just survive out there, man.
My 3 items would be a 300,000 gallon tank of water.
You can't bring that with you.
A Bowie knife. And maybe a guitar.
You don't know how to play guitar.
But I could learn.
That's true. How are you going to learn? Just make
I would say like a book, but I wouldn't want to bring just one book. That's why I think like a guitar. Maybe a drum set.
I'd bring a thesaurus.
Boom, boom, no, you can make a drum. You can make a guitar probably out there, huh?
I'd probably bring a Rubik's Cube, an AR-15.
You could bring your mascara kit.
I see that. You can make mascara out there, dude. I'd probably bring
Yeah, Kylie Jenner uses human
feces.
Human particles.
What did I say? A AR-15, a gas mask, and grenades.
Against me? Alright, I'm bringing a bazooka, flamethrower. Flamethrower's not a bad idea. And a shovel.
No, I'd probably bring definitely a gun.
Football. Definitely a football. We could become like Brett Favre Jr.
I wouldn't want to do that.
What else are you going to do? Ice skate?
I'd probably bring some peyote.
That's a good idea. Bag of shroom.
Yeah, so like if I die, I can kind of get spiritual.
Oh, you're trying to do DMT?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
I don't want to open up doors I can't close, man.
I
Joe
watched-
Rogan, I'm not gonna do it.
I watched There Will Be Blood the other day.
That movie changed my life.
I know you recommended it to me, and I watched it. 2 hours and
38 minutes.
2 hours and 38-minute long.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Thought it was pretty good. I know it's a very popular, very well-known movie, especially the character of Daniel Plainview. He's an iconic character, I think, in movie cinema history. And I checked it out for myself, finally, for the first time, and I enjoyed it. He's a very interesting character.
He's an enigma, isn't he?
A lot of different emotions. He's a lot of different personalities as well.
He's a self-made man.
Self-made billionaire. They call me Ricky Rose, but I don't wear nothing on my underwear.
Fat. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's kind of, prolonged and dragged out, but
It's not.
I mean,
I was engaged from the start to the
Yeah, but
you mentioned, like, Luke, you're probably not going to like it. It's very long and drawn out.
I fell asleep the first 2 times I tried to watch it.
I was really engaged. I don't know why I was.
Because I told you it was good. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But then when you watch the majesty that is Daniel Day-Lewis as an actor. Dude, I'm sweating like a Johnson in church.
Yeah, he is a good actor. I haven't seen any other movies. I'd like to.
He's great.
But I was very impressed in that movie.
Gangs in New York. Did it make you question the spirit world?
No, not at all.
Did it make you question the real world?
Yeah, a little bit. It really did. Or I guess my view of the world in the 1910s, 20s.
Did it make you question people's intentions?
No, I always know there's
You're skeptical?
agendas behind everyone, every meaning, every reason for everything.
Like if I were to ask you to go for a hike, what would you think my agenda is?
For you personally, it's probably you want to go on this hike, but you don't want to do it alone. You want someone to go with you.
And I just got a haircut. What is my agenda? What's my agenda?
Oh, you're trying to get your head tanned up.
Yeah.
See the little white spots
You
that my
always-
hair was covered.
You always say that whenever I get a haircut.
Because everyone has agendas for something, man.
What if I ask you to do a podcast?
I don't know. It's your personal agenda. I'm not
What if
sure.
I asked to sleep under your bed?
I don't know. You probably want to touch me around a little bit when I'm sleeping. Are you trying to study me or something? There's always something. There's always agendas.
What if
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
scared?
You probably give me a wet willy.
I'm just scared.
Why would you be under my bed?
Shadow people.
Bad idea.
What if I had sleep paralysis? That would really affect me.
Then I'll lock you in the closet.
I'd actually sleep in here.
It's hotter than a dog in a windstorm.
I'd leave the door open.
No. The door's locked.
You can't lock it.
Yeah, I'll barricade it.
I could probably survive in here.
You easily could, man. It's one night in the closet.
It's hard in there, man.
Well, it wouldn't be that hard.
How would I use the restroom?
I don't know. There's boxes in here and stuff.
You wouldn't mind?
No? I mean, I'm the reason you're in here if I locked you in.
What if I had to take a turducken?
You got a baseball mitt up there.
Oh, I gotta take a Luke and wipe my Campbell. Thank you for listening to another episode of Forget What You Heard. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy life. Embrace it. Hit the ground running. Peace, love, and happiness.
Green eggs.
There's a green-eyed man.